Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Nagi, Ayurveda and Medicine Doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video we are going to talk about the most awaited subject, that is called depression. And let's see what Ayurveda has to talk about this depression and what are the methods and ways that's been described in Ayurveda which can help you to overcome this depression. And depression is not some kind of disease which is only modern era disease. It was also there in the times of Mahabharata and very ancient times. So it is considered as under the heading of many kind of manas rog in Ayurveda, and they have tried to explain it very well, and they also try to provide certain treatments for that, which if we try to adopt in our daily day-to-day life, and if we try to understand what is the underlying cause of this depression, then it will be extremely helpful for people to come over it very easily. Each one of us, whether it's me, you or anyone, most of the people, almost 95% of the people, during some phase of their life, they went through this kind of disease that is called depression, in minor level or major level. It is not some kind of disease which is to be ashamed of, and also this is not some kind of problem that people should make fun of, like okay, he is depressed, look, he is weak. It's not like that. Sometimes our mental capability or some situations that comes in our life for which we are not ready to handle, and suddenly because we don't have capability to handle those certain things, it can be at emotional level, it can be at mental level, it can be of some kind of calamity, it can be some kind of psychological situation, it can be some kind of relationship problem. So there is nothing to ashamed of depression, because each one of us, whether knowingly or unknowingly, all one of us have gone through such situations, and we should not make fun of these things, and we should support these people who are still struggling their battle with depression. So I thought I should make a video regarding what are the Ayurveda aspects that's been mentioned in Ayurveda about this depression, how what is the approach of Ayurveda towards depression. Maybe it will help many people. Various organizations, or you can say World Health Organizations, they term depression as kind of mental disorder in which a person have recurrent feeling of some kind of guilt. He is very lack of energy, he just want to sleep, he don't want to be active in his life, he feels some kind of self guilt or low worth, he don't feel energetic throughout the day. Sometimes also depression accompanied with disturbed sleep and lack of appetite, means he don't want to eat something. So that was what is the modern aspect of saying what is depression. Depression is a global disease and it affects the communities of all world, like none of the single community of the world which is not touched with depression. Even in India, we say India is the most spiritual country, or more land of spiritual culture, and a lot of religions are there, but I'm not surprised to say this, like in India also a lot of depression people are there because of various reasons, not because of spirituality or religious content, but there are various life situations that they go through and they don't know how to tackle those situations, and sometimes lack of guidance, lack of knowing themselves, lack of work on themselves, or sometimes family situations, sometimes sudden calamities just put people into such situations. And in 60% of the cases it happens like they don't recognize by themselves what they are going through. They just feel like they having some problem, they are facing some problem, but what exactly is happening they are not aware of. So in many cases this depression remain undiagnosed, and people just learn to live with it because they are not able to diagnose it in right time. And believe me, it is not something which is kind of mental disease, or which is some kind of phobia. Oh, he has a depression means something very bad. This is not the topic that we should ashamed of. I think everybody should come forward and talk about this topic, because this is the main problem for various breaking of relationships, for various kind of miseries in families. But what the problem is that people are not aware of it. So when somebody is not aware of it and he is doing these things unknowingly, then even if he wants to help himself, or if he wants to provide the best thing for his family, for his relationship, he cannot provide, because whatever is happening in the system, it's happening unknowingly. He is not aware of what's happening in it, and he's thinking, okay, this is normal, this is how normal life is. Especially the students who are preparing for exams in India, especially after 10th standards, after colleges, and when career is not very much settled, that time, especially in India, because we have a lot of burden of studies, and I'm not ashamed of saying this because I also went through these things. We have a lot of pressure on students for studies, for careers, and sometimes children are not able to handle it, and ultimately they land into depression. And not only depression, this depression express itself physiologically also, like sometimes some stomach disorders children develop, sometimes respiratory disorders children develop, and sometimes various kind of mood swings, hormonal disorders. So various kinds of problems people went through during this phase of depression. And the bad thing is this, like most of the people don't know like they are in depression. So let's see how Ayurveda can help these things, and what is Ayurveda perspective of this depression. Ayurveda takes depression as at the level of Sharirik dosh, that is the body type various doshas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Also at the level of mental doshas, like manas doshas, manasik doshas, that is Sattva, Raj and Tam, on the basis of ojas and strength in the body. If you go for the physical forms of doshas, though in Ayurveda explains the Vata dosha is more responsible for depression related problems, because Vata dosha is more concerned about intellect. And when your Vata dosha is not balanced, especially the Prana Vayu, that is the sub-dosh of Vata dosha, that is more responsible for most of the depressive disorders. That's why in depression, according to Ayurveda, it's been explained that if somebody having various kind of feeling very low, or self-guilt kind of problem, or he's not feeling energetic, then it is most of the times happens because of Prana Vayu disturbance. Prana Vayu is the subtype of Vata dosha. Like Vata dosha is of 5 types. Among these, one is Prana Vayu, and it is responsible for the control of mind. So whenever we have these kind of disturbances, Ayurveda always recommend pranayam. It is extremely beneficial because pranayam means to have a control over prana, and it is extremely beneficial in especially depression people. And how you can do it? It is very simple way to do it. This pranayam is extremely beneficial for mood swings, and especially for the children who are going through study pressures. It will relax and calm the mind, and it will bring your Ida and Pingala into balance, and it will extremely helpful to relax your mind, because when you have enough blood supply in the circle of Willis, that is in your brain, naturally it relaxes all the nerves and you will feel more calm. So this is one way which you can what you can adopt during depression problems. Next most important thing in this depression that people can do is they can strengthen their ojas. Ojas is how we can strengthen our ojas. One thing is adopting the seasonal and daily regime that are mentioned in Ayurveda. Like you include a lot of fruit diet in your day-to-day life. Like in the morning you can start with having a bowl of fruits. After that you can have little bit of sprouts, and after that you can have anything cooked. So with this kind of food, like 50-50, 50% cooked, 50% uncooked, we are enhancing our energy energy levels, and when our energy levels are perfect, our ojas will become perfect. And how it ojas will become perfect, because when you eat this kind of food, your digestive fire will become better, and when digestive fire will become better, definitely your rasa dhatu, rakta dhatu, all these 7 cellular tissue levels will become better, and when they will become better, it will strengthen the ojas, that is the strength, the immunity of the system, and you will be prepared for various challenges in your life. So it is just like you need to adopt a little change in your lifestyle. Among fruits, when I am saying you need to use seasonal fruits, and among vegetables, when I am saying you try to have seasonal vegetables. Also try to have 4 to 5 hours gap between your 2 meals. Try to avoid all the negative pranic food, that is these Coca-Colas, junk food, very old food. Try to have meals which is freshly cooked, and try to consume it within 3 hours of cooking. It is extremely beneficial for your health. Sometimes this also happens, like many times we ignore problems like hormonal problems. If some people are suffering from hormonal problems, they can also land into depression, and they don't know what is the reason for depression. It is not somebody is depressed, so there is only one reason for depression. You always go and check with your doctor. Don't go for self-diagnosis. If you're feeling something very bad within you, and if you are feeling getting up early in the morning is becoming difficult, and whole day you are feeling very low, and sudden change in the personality has happened, don't ignore it. Try to visit doctor, but don't try to immediately put yourself on chemicals. Try to change your lifestyle, try to change your way of thinking, and also try to figure out the root cause of depression, because it also is very important. Sometimes just hormonal imbalance is there, and that also leads to depression. So check your hormone levels, like whether it is the cause is hormonal, because if it is hormonal, it can be rectified, and then you will feel good. Also, it is very good to know, like if you have family history of depression, because sometimes this depression travels from one generation to next generation and to next generation. If you have some people who is struggling with depression, then you try to adopt for next generation those ways and methods which will equip you, which will make you very equipped not to carry forward those patterns which your previous generation is following. So what are these methods and ways? One thing is yoga, that is extremely beneficial for depression. Meditation, it is like wonderful to come out of depression problems. And pranayam. Pranayam is extremely beneficial for these mood swing and depression kind of problems. Depression can be mild, it can be moderate, and it can be severe. It depends on person to person, and let doctor decide it, like to what category it belong. And if it is very severe depression, then definitely you can take help of medicines. In those also we recommend from Ayurveda point of view, we recommend more into rasayans or brain tonics that are more beneficial for making your brain or nervous system strong. But if it is moderate kind or very mild, you can go for yoga, meditation and pranayam. It will be extremely beneficial for you. Even for your studies, that will be extremely beneficial. Sometimes it also happens, like many people have body pains, and many people take these painkillers, and these painkillers also work as a trigger for depression. So you make sure, like the kind of painkiller you are taking, that should not trigger your depression problem. Among foods, what you can do, try to have wholesome food, that is more fiber rich diet, because that will make you feel more active during the day. And try to have enough fluids. Fluids can be in the form of soup, it can be in the form of juices, because when your vata dosh from your body will become balanced, and your kapha, when your kapha will be balanced, then there is less possibility that you will land into depression or obesity, because many times it's been seen that obesity is also one of the reasons for depression, and sometimes depression also leads to obesity. So if you try to make your health better, if you try to make your body into shape, that will also generate a lot of confidence in you, and you will be able to come out of this very low and depressive mood. Keep yourself mentally and physically active. It is not you need to keep yourself only mentally active. You also need to take out some time for exercise, for walk. That is extremely beneficial for you. Try to adopt more green vegetable and leafy vegetable in your food, and make sure like you should not have vitamin B12 deficiency or a deficiency of vitamin B complex. So sometimes it also happens like when some people have nutritional deficiency or mineral deficiency, that also leads to depression, and especially the deficiency of vitamin D, that is a main cause in most of the depression patients. So make sure you take proper sunlight during the day so that you don't land into depression. And also check your nutritional and mineral deficiencies, like whether you are taking proper nutrients, or maybe this kind of mood swings and very low feeling is because of some nutritional deficiency, especially the deficiency of vitamin B12 and vitamin D. But you always, before taking any self medication, like I am always against self medication, you always consult doctor first. Also one of the more common problem which also mislead to depression, that is hypothyroidism. Many people who have thyroid problems, they also lead into depression, and they think depression is the primary cause, but sometimes the primary cause is thyroid related problems. So always check your thyroid hormone levels if you also feeling some kind of depression related problems. So like we discussed, it is not something very worst or like some kind of disease that nobody can come out of it. People can come out of it, and it is very easy to come out of it. It is just, it needs little bit of strength, little bit of clarity, and little bit of support of food and family and love, and people are able to come out of it very easily. If you have any question regarding this, you please write to me. I will try my best to answer these questions in the best possible way, because in Ayurveda has a lot of science, a lot of herbs that will help, that will make your mental level extremely strong and better. And it is just like I said, everybody went through this in some phase of their life. So it's nothing to be ashamed of, or it's nothing to feel bad. This is very common disease in this day-to-day life, and we should not have any fear or from it, and we can beat it. So it's like this. So that's all for today, and those of you who are watching me for the first time, please don't forget to click bell icon so that you can stay in touch with our upcoming videos. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy, stay blessed. Take care.